And green flag is in the air. We're underway. And Eugene Thomas, he goes around and lands on all fours. Mahako, and now it's Eugene Thomas riding shotgun on the field as green flag flies. They fan out into turn number 1 off 2. It's going to be side by side. St. James up top, Shipley down low. They stay lockstep side by side into 3. St. James all the way up on the cush. Josh Shipley down the berm. It will be St. James leading lap number 1 as Webster tries to hold off the 7-0 of Brian Ledbetter for third. Ledbetter will sneak around him. Webster going to try to fight back on the outside. Here comes Ty Mahako. He goes 3 wide with Webster and DeGatton. DeGatton down to the inside. Webster in the middle. Ty Mahako, the bull, bulldozing his way up to the front. Bruce St. James driving away on the top side of the racetrack as Brian Ledbetter sneaks to the inside of Ty Mahako for third. They're going to exchange that spot, it looks like, as Mahako tries to fight back. Ledbetter, he'll put 4 in the fluff off of turn number 4. They go side by side for that third spot once again. Mahako down the inside. He'll clear Ledbetter. Ledbetter, though, going to try to diamond off turn 2, so he can't get a crossover. He cannot get a crossover as St. James drives away off of turn number 4. Your race leader, Josh Shipley, he is catfishing around the bottom right now. Something you really don't see Josh Shipley do a whole lot of, as Bruce St. James, though, almost collected the outside retaining wall with that right rear off of turn number 2. But he maintains the race lead. He is running, letting it all hang out here tonight, as well as Ty Mahako is letting it all hang out. He'll look to the outside of the number 2 machine of Shipley. Of course, that 3T that Ty Mahako is racing here tonight, the car driven, owned by Tyler Most, his dad, Michael Most. Already a main event winner this year with Zach Madrid behind the wheel. And here it is out front right now. Ty Mahako, of course, out here just trying to get some laps before the Western World Championships here in a few weeks. Of course, one of the mainstays back in the day when it was the USAC Southwest Series. Did we see Ty Mahako out here on the clay at Arizona Speedway? Right now, he is running in the second spot to the radio flyer, Bruce St. James. Philip Daney goes 1 lap down to St. James and Mahako. Running in third is Josh Shipley. He has now moved his car up to the top side of the racetrack. And that third spot, behind him is Brian Ledbetter in the 7-0. Troy DeGatton rounding out your top 5 in the 39T. The 10 of Eugene Thomas, your pole sitter, who brought out the first yellow of the night on the initial start. He takes his car to the infield. His night is done. Starting to get real racy behind Josh Shipley right now, who's in that third spot. Fourth is Brian Ledbetter. Fifth is Troy DeGatton. Got rocks flying up here, hitting the announce booth. That takes me back as Ronald Webster runs on the 7th spot as DeGatton gets around the 7-0 of Brian Ledbetter. Trying to move him into that 4th position. They stay side by side for a brief moment as out front we go. It is Bruce St. James showing the way, but the race lead is getting smaller and smaller. It is starting to shrink as Ty Mahako is reeling in that 7K of the radio flyer, Bruce St. James. And DeGatton, he's lit the wick on his car. He's going to look underneath Josh Shipley. He'll throw a slider on him for third. DeGatton to third, but here comes Shipley right back on the inside. They go side by side at the line. That battle for third heads off into turn number 1 now with DeGatton driving away on the top side of the racetrack. He will pull the 2 of Shipley off of turn number 2 and yard him by about 8 car lengths. Great run from the 39T of DeGatton. Shipley now back into the 4th spot as Justin Kearse almost takes down the wall off of turn number 4. And as the race leaders are running through lap traffic, Bruce St. James is creeping up to the backside of Justin Kearse. And here comes Ty Mahako now. He splits Kearse and Daney now trying to throw a slider on St. James. It's St. James out front, followed by Mahako. They race into one now. Ty Mahako going to try the slide job on the radio flyer. He'll complete it, but here comes St. James with a crossover. They go side by side. St. James back to the point into 3. Back at the point, entering turn number 3. Ty Mahako on the top side. He'll take over the top spot, and he will lead him into turn number 1. New race leader, it's the Bull, Ty Mahako over Bruce St. James, and he drove his way to the front. He was some 15 car lengths behind Bruce St. James just a few laps ago. Now he's your race leader, as Justin Kearse was able to get his car off the racetrack after near calamity with Ty Mahako and Philip Daney. Mahako was able to thread the needle there up underneath the 43 of Kearse. And right now, Bruce St. James is seeing the backside of that 3T getting smaller and smaller as that tail tank is driving away from the 7K of St. James. As Brian Ledbetter scraped the wall with that right rear. Definitely saw some smoke off of turn number 4 for Ledbetter. Ronald Webster, his car got a little squirrely off of turn number 4 that lap as well. With 5 to go now for your race leader, Ty Mahako. Mahako out front. He has a couple slower cars up ahead. It's Ronald Webster and Pete Yurkovich. Both those cars going to give the race leader the bottom side of the racetrack. Now Yurkovich going to float up the top side of the racetrack, going into 1. Right ahead of your race leader, Ty Mahako. Mahako on the top side, though. He will clear Webster, now clear Yurkovich. Nope, won't quite clear Yurkovich yet. Now he finally will. Mahako driving the hell out of that 3T. So Ty Mahako trying to rip it around. Pete Yurkovich put him 1 lap down. He has driven away from the radio flyer. Bruce St. James. St. James now a full straightaway behind the 3T of Mahako. Then it's Troy DeGatton in the 3rd spot. 4th right now is Brian Ledbetter. 5th is Josh Shipley. And at 6th is Patrick Krob, your last car on the lead lap. As Ty Mahako looking to change that, though, as they race down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, Mahako is going to go top shelf. He'll work around the 3K of Patrick Krob, at least try to, as the white flag flies this time for the Bull. Mahako off of 2. Looks to put Krob a lap down. He can stretch it out in his legs off of 4. He will win tonight's main event for the ASCS Santan Ford Desert Sprint Car Series. So Ty Mahako, the Bull, he comes out the car, main event winner here tonight. Hurry the hell up. We got a mechanics race to run, Ty.
Can I run that?
No.
I work on things.
You don't work on anything. If you did, your car went stop back straight away. So Ty Mahako, main event winner, and worked your way around Bruce St. James, and man, what a heck of a battle.
Yeah, you know, the shift lever fell off the thing. That's why I stopped back there, but I had to jump and pull it out of gear in the rear end. But yeah, we just, we struggled in the race, and we really just needed to kind of blow off and get. Yeah, Bruce was pretty good there for a bit, and then started to click off.
I don't know. I get off this damn thing.
But anyways, yeah, Bruce was really started to slick. So thank you all for coming out. Have a good night, boys. Yeah, so hats off to Mike Most, my dad, Bob Ream, John Clements been working his butt off. I'm sure I'm forgetting some guys. It's good to see my buddy Dave Wilson up there having a good time. Thank you all for coming out. I hope you had a good night.
All right, we'll see Ty Mahako back after World Championships. We'll get Bruce to roll over here along with Troy. Hey, you're a radio guy. You know mic issues happen, right? Sometimes it's a good thing when it happens to us, though.
Yeah, there is that. Congratulations to Ty. Great job. We were good early, and that's always worries me. When you're leading and you're going fast, you're like, we might be too good too soon. And we were. The car just kept freeing up on me, and I couldn't get off the corner like Ty could. And I tried to make it as hard on him as I could. But a great night. And again, thanks so much to Jonah and for people coming out and Hope you got a lot of candy. I certainly gave away a ton to all the kids. And we just have some great partners on the car, as usual, Supercharged Coffee and our friends at Peoria Ford and Bell Helmets and Justice Brothers and, of course, Jonah and the wonderful folks at the Woodland Auto Display. So thank you guys so much. And we'll be back for the Western, too. We're going to bolt a 410 in that thing.
Hey, there you go, man. We get to see you 4 times in November.
Yeah, can I get another shot at Ty, please? A little more horsepower.
Hey, there you go. Bruce St. James, man, got to give it up to him. He makes it out here to every race here at Arizona Speedway. Flying in from Chicago, does radio up there. The Bruce St. James show on WLS. So we'll get Troy DeGatton over here. Hey, Troy, man, podium finish tonight. Thinking about sold some T-shirts tonight.
It was tough running up there on the high side, but one little mistake and you're into that wall. But it was fun. So yeah, I just got to keep going on that.
All right, hey man, it definitely was fun seeing you, man. And hey, let the fans know where you're parked at back there at the hauler, so we can get some T-shirts sold tonight.
We're right up against the fence on the entry and exit.
All right, y'all go see Troy DeGatton, man. He comes home on the podium here tonight. Brian Ledbetter. Believe he might hit the wall. Did we hit the wall over here? Here's some people talking. Did we scrape the wall over there off before?
I got a white spot over there. You know, Jason gave me a bunch of crap earlier because I had white walls now on that right rear.
Hey, man, nothing wrong with the little white walls, right? But, hey, you're able to drive it home and come across the start-finish line, finish her off there, man. I know you got some more races left here. As, good shot in the arm, man. Got you happy you feeling good about the Copper Classic here in a couple weeks.
Oh, I'm very excited about it. You know, after our flip last week, and they're running great all week or all season long. You know, we had a couple of bad issues. Hopefully, we can get a win on these next 2 races.
We pull him over the hill, racing gang, Brian Ledbetter, and those guys.